Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Friday, May 12th, and we are here trying to help you make better financial decisions. They don't have to be optimal. They have to be good. They have to be right for you. And when we give advice out on the air, both Mark and I are certified financial planners. I really want to emphasize, gang, this is for the person who's on the line with us or the email that I'm responding to. Each person has a very different set of circumstances. It can sound similar, but you can't take what we're saying with someone else and necessarily apply it directly to your own situation. Parts of it, sure. So what I want to encourage everyone to do is that if you want to have more specific advice geared to you, give us a holler yourself. Go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, and do let us know if you'd like to come on the air. I love it when we talk to you guys. I was just in an event last night. Someone said to me, what's the favorite part of your day? Like, you do a lot of different things. I said, oh my God, obviously talking to people for the podcast, because I'm a voyeur and everybody's got such an interesting story. So we really do appreciate that. And we'd love to get as many of you on the line with us as possible. So again, JillOnMoney.com. That's where all of our content lives. Sign up for the free weekly newsletter there. You can buy the book there, and you can subscribe to the Jill on Money Live service. That's our new service behind the paywall. $35. You'll have a year's worth of quarterly live webinars. You'll get to watch the other ones that you may have missed and more special content. All right, let's get started. Today, we are on the line with Matt, who's with us from St. Louis. Hello, Matt. How are you? What can we do?
Very good. Actually, when I emailed you, I was getting a lot of mail from various financial planners saying that I needed to get into annuities. The person who I'm with right now, I told them several years ago that I don't really know much about annuities, but I've not heard anything good about them. So I was just kind of wondering what your take is on annuities, and if there are good or bad annuities that would be good, especially in this time of unsettled markets.
Aren't those marketers so fabulous? It's almost like they can smell the fear in all of us, and they know exactly when to hit you, the deluge of information. And that's not an accident. So, of course, during times of uncertainty, the push to sell an annuity is pretty strong. And, I will tell you, Matt, that I have not been a huge fan of annuities myself. But, listen, they are evolving. As people are seeking more consistent income, we are getting some better entrants into the marketplace, but they are not for everyone. So give us a little sense of what's going on for you. So first of all, how old are you?
I am 62.
Okay.
I retired 2 years ago, but my wife was planning on retiring in December.
Okay. How old is your wife?
She is also 62.
And so you're retired, and do you have any income right now? Do you have a pension?
I do have a pension. I had a pension and a 401k, but my wife is still working, so we really don't need it, but I am drawing just a small amount. Basically, I rolled my pension into my current plan.
So you had a lump sum, a cash account from your pension. You rolled it into your 401k, and is it now in an IRA rollover? Is it a new account, or is it still at the old place?
No, it's in a new IRA with my current.
Okay. How much is in there in that rollover account?
$750,000.
Wow, that's a nice chunk, man. Your workhorse wife, who we love, that she's still working, will she be entitled to a pension when she retires?
She will not.
Okay. She has a 401k also?
Correct, and a 403b also.
Oh, how much is in there?
All told, with everything, she has about $700,000 in that.
Okay, that's great. Tell me about Roth IRAs. What do you have in Roth IRAs?
Both of us have about $120,000 in Roth IRAs.
Each? 120 each?
Right.
Wow, that's good. And what about just a brokerage account? So money that's already been taxed that's just invested.
I do have regular stocks also. And I have I had 22,000 at one time in one and probably 22 in the other, but they're both down considerably.
How much do you think they're worth now?
I think one I looked at yesterday was 14,000 and the other one was 11.
And those are held directly with the companies, or are those in a brokerage account?
It's in with my account, but they are,
Just two individual companies.
yeah, direct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. And what about money in the bank?
We have about 36,000, I think.
36,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
just in our emergency fund.
Good. Okay, great. And you guys own a home?
We do, and it's paid off.
How much is it worth, would you guess?
Probably 250, I would have to guess.
Uh-huh. And you want to stay there?
I would like to, but I'm open to just about anything as soon as she retires.
Do you have some grown kids somewhere around, floating
We
around
do
in the universe?
have two grown kids. One is in New Jersey, and the other one is here in town.
Okay.
Well, 31 and 28.
Okay. That's good. And any help that they need, are you giving them any help financially?
No, they're both pretty self-sufficient.
Good. Is there anyone else you would have to take care of when your wife is retiring? Like a sibling or anyone else that you think that we should just factor in the game plan?
No.
Okay. Do you have a sense of how much you need to spend every month?
We were just figuring that out last night. Probably, I think our budget is probably like 4,600 roughly.
Okay. What's the game plan on Social Security for you guys? What do you think? Like, do you have the Social Security estimates, like what your full retirement age is? What are you thinking?
Yeah, roughly both of ours together would be about 5,000.
Oh, at
If
your at the full retirement
full
age.
retirement, yeah.
Okay. So essentially, all we need to do is get you $5,000, maybe $6,000 a month pre-tax. Like if we pulled money out of your IRA accounts, right? Well, all we need to do is take $6,000 a month out for the next 5 years, because that's what we want to do, right? Is that kind of what you guys are thinking also?
That's pretty much it. And we were thinking about like moving things into CDs or money markets with one of our, like my wife's account. Hers is still in TIAA.
Okay. Can I just point something out that's kind of funny? You started the call with, I'm getting mail from financial planners about annuities. Here we are talking, and you mentioned this now, many minutes into our conversation, TIAA. I'm sure that you maybe don't realize this, but TIAA is actually an insurance company that does retirement plans, but it's an annuity. And in fact, it is one of the best annuities that is out there. So when you said to me, I don't know if there's some annuities that are better than others, TIAA is one of the good ones. So something that you might want to consider is your wife's 401k and 403b with TIAA?
Yes.
Okay.
And then she also has a little bit because the hospital she works for was purchased. So she has another one, which is only about 9 or 10,000.
I'm thinking about this. You have some money in TIAA. I don't know if it's split, if it's 750, but let's just pretend that you had 350 and 350 for the total of 7. But let's just pretend there was 350 grand in one of these accounts at TIAA. One thing that you could ask them to model for you is to say, when my wife retires at the end of the year, right, I would like to see what it would mean for us to take a equal distribution, basically to annuitize this account, one of the accounts, not everything, but one of the accounts. You could literally say to them, give us $6,000 a month from this account and tell us how long that's going to last. That's actually an annuity. That's exactly what whatever you think you're getting, whoever could sell something to you, it won't be as good as the TIAA annuity. I can promise you that. And I think that could actually solve your problem, which is, we're going to take out, again, I'm saying $6,000 a month. I hope you understand this. It's not because, you said a lower amount. I'm just saying you have to pay tax on that $6,000 a month, right? So if we have $72,000 a year for 5 years, it's essentially, or 70,000, you'll deplete the account over the course of the 5 years. And you'll have the money that you need. And that to me, is also really smart because you are getting the money out of these pre-tax accounts. You're going to have to take them out eventually anyway, and we're just reducing the amount you'll have to take out later. So what would be interesting would be, hey, how would this work? Can we just use the annuity we own already, the TIAA annuity, and actually do what we need, which is take the money out to live on for 5 years before Social Security full retirement age? And that is a beautiful thing. You don't need an annuity, just to be clear. If you are in 2 TIAA accounts, you don't need an annuity. And the other thing that's kind of nice about this, that when you do this, Matt, you don't have to start moving money around or doing it. You turn this faucet on. They then make sure you get the monthly amount that you need.
Yeah, because we were thinking about actually moving it into our plan right now and then doing CDs.
I don't think you need to do that. I really don't. You have a financial advisor, right?
Correct.
Is that person a certified financial planner?
He is, yes.
So if he isn't looking at this, he should be. The way you phrase it with him is, hey, maybe instead of like for our game plan, why don't we just annuitize one of my wife's accounts? And then we'll have 5 years of income. We'll take the money out of this account, pay the tax that's due, right? Because you have to pay the tax but you're dribbling it out over 5 years. You'll reduce the amount of required minimum distributions in the future, and you'll be able to rock and roll. And then and honestly, your account, Matt, that is that $750 in your rollover, don't touch it. You don't have to worry about it. So in other words, I think you're in great shape. You've done a good job. You've saved a bunch of money. I don't see why you would buy another annuity if she has TIAA, and I think the income that you need before Social Security full retirement age is available to you through the TIAA accounts. Make sense?
That makes total sense. But
I mean, isn't that shocking? I can do that sometimes.
I felt really good until this past year, and then
I know, but that's that they say this is what my father used to say about investing is, it's like we have to become seasoned investors. And he would say, and I remember saying, well, what does that exactly mean? I got to be old before I can take these these years that are terrible. He goes, no, but you know how you season a piece of meat, you pound it with a mallet.
Exactly.
And
yes.
so we get pounded with a mallet, and unfortunately, that is what happens. In your case, I know that because last year occurred so close to your retirement age, it does take a lot out of you. But you guys have plenty of money, and I think you've got a good working game plan. Talk to the advisor. Make sure that the advisory firm is on board with this. But I think it's really good idea to ask these questions and see what we can do. I think you'll be okay. I really do.
And I'm currently reading your Great Money Reset. So
all right. Buy it for those kids, too. Buy as many as you can, Matt. Buy as many as you can. Thank you very much for getting in touch with us today, and we really appreciate it. Hey, you know what? It is true. I have been critical of annuities, but, I love TIAA. I've always loved them. I think they're a very good firm, and you may not even realize that you can turn that faucet on when you want. So especially if you are in the medical field, because a lot of nurses, if you work in nonprofits, often they have TIAA as your investment company. This is an annuity. It's a low-cost and well-run company, so I would really be encouraging you to look at those assets as the way to turn income on for you as you are in your retirement years, especially if you've got that gap between today and when you might be able to claim Social Security. So think about that. All very good. If you need help doing it, just get in touch with us. The website is jillonmoney.com. Click the Contact Us button. Let us know if you would like to come on the air with us. Buy the book, just like Matt did, The Great Money Reset. Subscribe to our new service, Jill on Money Live. And check out all the other free content that lives on our website. Our music is composed by Joel Goodman. Karen Kranick is our web queen. Mark Talercio is our executive producer. And we are distributed by Cadence 13. Try to do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.